So, it's looking like the NBA will have an All-Star game this year. Apparently, the NBPA, the NBA Players Association, and the NBA have agreed to have an All-Star game in Atlanta on March 7th. Now, this already has been controversial, as NBA players like LeBron James have said they don't want to play in the All-Star game. But, like any other year, it's still very fun to predict who's going to be in the All-Star game. What's up, guys? My name's Jalen. Today, I will be giving you my Eastern Conference All-Star picks. I will be giving you my locks, wildcards, and snubs. So, let's get right into this. This year in the East, I believe there are 9 guys who are locks to make it, and I believe the Eastern Conference frontcourt starters are set in stone. The first guy that's going to be starting is Kevin Durant. KD has been putting up MVP numbers, which are even more impressive when you consider the fact that he's coming off an Achilles tear. This season, KD is averaging 30.9 points per game, 7.4 total rebounds a game, and 5.6 assists per game. KD is also playing next to 2 superstars in Kyrie Irving and James Harden. It's also a fact that KD is one of the most popular players in the world. The combination of these things make KD a guaranteed starter. Now, the next guy that's guaranteed to start is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Even though Giannis' numbers seem underwhelming, Giannis is still having an amazing year. The Bucks currently sit at 3rd in the Eastern Conference, and Giannis is a 2-time All-Star team captain. Giannis is a face of international players in the NBA, so there's no way he doesn't make the All-Star game. The next guy, in my opinion, is the NBA MVP in Joel Embiid. Embiid has led the Sixers to being one of the best teams in the league this season. Right now, the Sixers are balling out, and Embiid's been the head of it. Joel Embiid is currently averaging 28 points a night while grabbing 11 boards a game. On top of that, Embiid's been one of the best defenders in the league this season. Embiid's almost averaging 2 blocks and a steal a game. Embiid's stats and Philly's dominance makes him a guaranteed starter. Now, there are 4 guys that are capable of starting in the Eastern Conference backcourt, but there's only 2 spots. Those players that are capable of starting are James Harden, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, and Kyrie Irving. Now, the first guy that I think should start is Bradley Beal. Yes, the Wizards suck, but Bradley Beal's putting up 35 points a night, and his lowest scoring game this season is 26 points. Even though you can contribute that to Bradley Beal's usage rate being the highest in the league at 37%, Bradley Beal is shooting 25 shots a night and shooting 48% from the field. After getting snubbed last year and being the only bright spot in this Wizards team, Bradley Beal deserves to be an All-Star. The next guy that deserves to start is Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's having a career year averaging 26.4 points, shooting 51% from the field. This season, the Celtics have been injury-riddled, with Jason Tatum missing 5 games due to COVID and Kemba Walker missing the 2 first months of the season due to a leg injury. In those games where Jaylen Brown's the top scoring option, he's averaging 29.4 points per game. Jaylen Brown has improved so much this season. He's shown that he can be a second option on a championship-level team, and that's why he should be a first-time All-Star. Starting with the backcourt reserves, I have James Harden. The only reason why James Harden is not starting is because he just came into the Eastern Conference. Even though James Harden is averaging the least amount of points since he was in OKC, James Harden has proved to work in the Nets system. Since arriving in Brooklyn, Harden has had multiple 30-point games and multiple triple-doubles. James Harden has been one of the best players in the league for about a decade now, and there's no question that he should be an All-Star. Despite his multiple antics, Kyrie Irving should be an NBA All-Star. Kyrie is one of the most skilled and clutch players in the league. Even though he's playing with KD and Harden, Kyrie has had 13 games where he scored 25 points or more. And to be honest, I think Kyrie would be starting if he didn't go MIA from the NBA for 10 days. The next guy is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum has proved time and time again why he's an All-Star player. Against other contenders, Jason Tatum is averaging 29.7 points per game. On top of that, Tatum just looks like he can score over anybody at any moment. The 22-year-old should get a second All-Star nod this season. Miami Heat have not been fun to watch this season and have been pretty disappointing, but Bam Adebayo has been their bright spot. Every season, Bam Adebayo seems to get better, and this season's no exception. Bam Adebayo's playmaking and scoring has taken a huge jump this season since Jimmy Butler has been out with an injury. Bam deserves to get acknowledged for what he's done for the Heat this season. Like Bam, Domantas Sabonis seems to improve every season. Since trading Victor Oladipo, the Pacers are telling Domantas Sabonis this is his team. Even though Sabonis has cooled down since his early season tear, Sabonis is still averaging a career high in points, assists, and steals. The Pacers have also been very surprising this season, as right now they're a 5th seed in a top-heavy Eastern Conference. There is no question that Sabonis is an All-Star this season. Now, the last 2 spots are between 3 guys in Zach LaVine, Trae Young, and Chris Middleton. And I kind of feel like I have to give the spot to Zach LaVine. LaVine is averaging 27 points a game this season while being 50-40-90. What makes this even more impressive is the fact that LaVine is shooting 20 shots per game. LaVine's also a perfect guy in the All-Star game. LaVine does cool dunks, can shoot the 3-ball, and doesn't play defense whatsoever. Now, between Trae Young and Chris Middleton, at first I was leaning towards Chris Middleton, but I'm going to go with Trae Young. Yes, Trae Young's lows have been pretty low. Trae Young has had multiple games where he has 7+ turnovers, but Trae Young's highs have also been really high. We've seen Trae Young explode for 40-point games multiple times this season. Chris Middleton also has a very strong argument. Chris Middleton seems to get more and more efficient each season and game. Chris Middleton is also the perfect second option for Giannis. Unfortunately, Chris Middleton does not get the media attention Trae Young gets, therefore I think Trae Young will make the All-Star game. Now, let's talk about the biggest snubs. The first guy is Chris Middleton. We already talked about Middleton, so I won't go into depth, but Chris Middleton is having a great year like always. The next snub is Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward has been playing his best basketball since he's been with Utah. Gordon Hayward was thought to be overpaid this offseason, but he's proving everyone wrong. Malcolm Brogdon is having an incredible season, but I don't see him making it over any of those guards. The Knicks are finally playing respectable basketball, and that could be due to Julius Randle's play. Julius Randle has been playing like the guy he was in New Orleans. Tom Thibodeau has been playing Julius Randle 40+ minutes, which may be the reason why his stats are so good, but you can just see by watching the games how good Randle has been. Ever since torching the Nets in a double overtime game, Colin Sexton has gotten the hype, but I don't think Colin Sexton will make the All-Star game this year as he's too young. Ben Simmons has received a lot of hate this season for his lack of scoring, but people do not acknowledge all the little things he does. Ben Simmons plays defense, playmakes, and gets rebounds. I believe Ben Simmons is an all-star caliber player, but I don't think he'll make it this year. In any other year, Kyle Lowry would be an all-star, but the Raptors are so bad. Kyle Lowry's having a regular Kyle Lowry year, but the Raptors are just so bad, I feel like I can't put him in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Those are my Eastern Conference All-Star picks. Western Conference All-Star picks will be soon. If you like more videos like this, hit the red subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll catch you guys later.